everyone! Welcome to So Lovely with Grace. If you're new here, I'm Grace. If you're returning, welcome back. Look at this beautiful sewing machine in 3D on a coffee mug. Wow, isn't that adorable? Both Leanne and I have the same mug. She drinks tea and I drink coffee. And her parakeet drinks tea too. Leanne Novakovich-holmes. She's a YouTuber, a sewist, a digitizer, a gardener. Oh, she does everything. And she reached out to me to do this video. She's in the UK and we became great friends through videos on YouTube. That's what I love about the sewing community is you get to meet people from all parts of the world. And Leanne and I are really good, close friends now. And we decided to do a collab together on the body confidence dress. Yeah, you heard that right. The Bodycon dress is the body confidence dress. Yes, the body confidence dress that will boost your confidence when you wear it. And two patterns that I highly recommend you try and sew them up for a great fit is, of course, the Mimi G Classic 9701. I made this one. But in this video, I made it sleeveless. And then the second one we decided to do is this McCall's dress that I've been eyeing for many, many months. I made what the model's wearing, but not the color blocking. So I'm excited to show you that one too. The body confidence dress came to light in the early 1990s through fashion designer Hervé Pugenot. I'm sorry if I mispronounced that. He was the founder of Herb Ledger Fashions. He also designed the bandage dress that came out at the same time. Now, the body confidence dress, or bodycon dress that we call it today, has survived through the decades and is still quite in fashion today. As you can see, Mimi G's McCall Simplicity, they're putting out the bodycon patterns. What I like about the bodycon design dress is it fits a multitude of shapes. Round shapes, pear shapes, apple shapes, hourglass shapes, short shapes, tall shapes, you name it. If you put on this dress, it will be very attractive. It will be a head turner on all figure types. So that's why Leanne and I picked this to do as a collab. So the way I'm going to go through this is I'm going to show you the pattern and then I will model it for you. The only difference is I'm modeling both dresses in my house. I have contractors that are outside and they're very loud and they're painting the pool deck and the pool area and it's just a big commotion. There's like 5 guys out there and even in the house with modeling it's loud. So I apologize. I'm not in my element with acoustics and lighting. It's a little off, but I do want to get this done. Otherwise, I could not record this week because they're going to be here for probably 3 or 4 days because we're at the mercy of Florida's rain schedule, which is erratic. So I hope you stick around for all the fun. This first pattern is McCall's 8194, this beautiful dress. It's rated as easy. And I did what the model's wearing, but not color black. So the length, the buttons, the sleeves, everything, just like that. And what I found most challenging was the band in the front. So I'm going to show you a clip of that part and the buttons in a little short clip here to follow this, and then I'll model it for you. I'm doing view B in terms of the length and the short sleeves, but I'm not doing the color blocking. And there's a slit here. I'm just doing it how high I want, which is 8 inches from there. So it's a little above the knee. And I pinned it 8, here's the pin down here just to hold it straight, but I'm gonna sew 8 inches above the hem. So it looks kind of funky with all these pins, but I pin the whole thing because the tricky part is to get this overlap and you have to sew down this side and sew down the other side, and that's what I'm going to do. So if you look at step 20 here, this is where you sew down these two sides here and then attach the buttons. So I'm going to go sew that up. I'm going to use these nice gold buttons. I got 6 of these at Hobby Lobby. And then I'll be done with the dress. Well, actually, no, I have to hem the sleeves and then I'll be done with the dress. But to me, this is the trickiest part, this middle band, and you have to catch, you know, both parts of the dress on each side, this side and this side, because it doesn't open up. It's a pullover dress, but these buttons are just decorative. You don't unbutton them. I spaced out the buttons. I have not sewn them in. I'm just laying them out. There's 6 of them. From this top all the way down to where the stitching ends here and this, you know, opening is 24 inches. So I have 6 buttons. I'm going to separate them by 4 inches and I'm going to sew these up. And then after I put the buttons in, I have to hem the sleeves and I'll be done with the dress. Now this dress has mid-length short sleeves. They're a little longer than normal, but that's what the model's wearing, and I did exactly what the instructions said there. We have these decorative gold buttons because this is a pullover dress. This knit dress has no zipper, no buttonholes. It has this band that goes all the way around. There's the neck band and the back seam all the way down. And this band is the most challenging part of this pattern. I sewed this right side over the left and I had to sew in the ditch here, and then I had to top stitch here as straight as I could get it. And then down here, there's the flap. So I did like 8 inches from the bottom up here for the flap, which is perfect. And I'm wearing these gold shoes to accent the buttons. I love these shoes. They're very comfortable. They're not that high. And they really, really dress this dress up. I have my bracelet and my earrings. And I'm ready to go to dinner or any other event that Tom wants to take me to. So let me give you another walk with this dress. We're in the house, so it's a little different. I'm not used to this. So the acoustics, the lighting, it's going to be a little different. So this is the McCall's dress. I hope you enjoyed that modeling in the house. The acoustics are a little loud. I apologize for that. It's the high ceilings, wood floors, not sure, but you know, that's how it came through on the recording. So McCall's 8194 is rated as easy. Here are the line drawings. As you can see, the color block, that's another view that's very, very nice. The shorter one and the longer one that I chose. I did view B, the one that the model's wearing, without the color blocking, and I cut a size 16 at the bust, and I tapered it from the waist down to a 14, which now that I think about it, I could have probably just made the whole dress in a size 14, but that's okay. It looks good, it fits well, and let me tell you what else. I used this fabric, this rib knit fabric. I got it at Joann's in the clearance. It's pretty colorful. I don't know, it's like an orangey and a pink with the rib knit. This side is white, so you don't want the wrong side to show whatever you're making. It has a lot of stretch, but not a very good recovery. I mean, it recovers, but just a warning there. I think you could go down a size if you pick this fabric. To show you the dress up close, show you some details. So there's this band and the seams line up right there in the middle, which is great. And the front band here, where I had to sew right over left, I sewed down here, I edge stitched it, and then on this side of the band I had to stitch in the ditch. And then I sewed all the buttons on, and at the bottom here is the flap. So I got to do that. And I just finished it with the serger and then turned it and top stitched it for the hem. So yeah, this is a really nice pattern. I like that it's a pullover dress and you could be really glammed up, just throw it on over your head and you're ready to go. This next pattern is my all-time favorite body confidence dress by Mimi G. Simplicity 9701 is a classic bodycon dress that Mimi G mastered with this pattern. I previously made this one in January for my birthday using a snakeskin knit fabric that I got at Joann's, and it came out wonderful. It had a front and back facing in the pattern that goes to the waist, and I used the same fabric to make it for the dress. And for this dress that I'm wearing now, I followed what she did in this view on her tutorial. She had the facing go all the way down to the length of the dress, so it's like a lining. The only difference is I made mine sleeveless, and I have enclosed shoulder seams here. So let me show you a clip of what I did to make this dress sleeveless. Oh, and after that clip, I will model it for you in the house. The dress I'm going to make is view B, the shorter one. I'm going to make it sleeveless. It only has the front, the back, the front facing, back facing, and the sleeve. Well, I'm not going to use the sleeve, so that's only 4 pieces. And I'm not even going to use the facing pieces. I'm going to use the front and the back for my lining. Mimi G does a tutorial. She does the same thing. And I am going to do that too, just for more support. I think that's a great idea. And I got this beautiful, it's like a spandex knit at Joann's. You can look at it in the swimwear section, I guess, but I think this will give enough support, and I'm excited about it. So I'm going to cut pieces 1 and 2 with this fabric. I'm going to cut 1 and 2 with the main, and that's it. Easy peasy. I sewed up the lining right here with the spandex fabric with the 2 pieces, the front and the back. Now I laid the 2 pieces front and back here on this beautiful jersey knit fabric, and I'm going to cut it, sew it up, and then right sides together, and we'll go from there. But I'm loving this fabric. Now for the neckline, Mimi G has you sew the front to the back at the shoulder seams and then stitch all the way around the lining to the fabric and then understitch. I only did it to the shoulder seams. I left it raw at the shoulder seams, the front and the back, because I want to have a sleeveless top. So I had to stitch all the way around the armholes and understitch here. As you can see, the understitching here, understitching at the neckline, understitching in the back. And I'll show you what I did. I sewed these right sides together with the lining for the shoulder seams, and then right sides together with the fabric at the shoulder seams. And now I'm going to tuck this in and slip stitch it shut so you have a clean finished shoulder seam. I'm going to do the same thing on this side, and then I'll show you the result. So I'm doing this because I want this dress to be sleeveless. And her instructions, you base this raw here and then attach the sleeves, which I'm not going to do. I sewed right sides together at the top here to close this shoulder seam, and I did the same thing on the other side for the lining part. But now I have the tiny little opening here, right there. Not much, but I'm going to use stitch witchery. I'm going to clip it and put it inside and press it, and that'll finish the shoulder seams. Look at that finish. Looks great. So now I'm just going to go ahead and press the armholes, and I'm done. Now this bodycon dress by Mimi G is a classic with its square neckline and simple lines. This, like the McCall's dress, can accommodate all shapes and sizes. Hourglass, pear, apple shape, round shapes, skinny shapes, any shapes. These bodycon dresses will build your confidence and make others' heads turn. So I love the style. I made it sleeveless. As you can see here, I have it all enclosed. The seams are enclosed. I apologize for the noise out there. It's the painters. So sorry about that, but today's the only day I can record. It also has a middle back seam all the way down. And I followed her tutorial. What she did, this has a front and a back facing that ends at the waist, but she made it go all the way down like a lining, all the way down to the knees, and that's exactly what I did. I did the same thing. So here it is, finished. I finished it with the serger, and it's fully lined with this kind of mesh fabric, which is really nice, gives you a little more support. And it's just a great pattern with this knit that I got. It's a double brush knit poly. I got it at Joann's. It's a beautiful floral, and I hope you like it. But yeah, bodycon dresses, they are the way to go. I also paired it with these gold shoes too. So I'm loving the gold. And another gold bracelet. And then I have another outfit, a pull-on dress. Simple, no zippers, no buttons, both bodycon dresses with no notions. Again, I'm sorry about the noise in that last clip of me modeling this dress, but they're going to be here for 3 or 4 days, and I don't know when I can record this without any noise. But anyways, I want to say I made a size 14. I also brought this neckline up a 1/2 inch, which I did on my previous make of this dress because it was too low. Other than that, I didn't really make much changes except, of course, the sleeveless. It's a great pattern. It's a classic. I will be making it again. So far, I made it twice. The fabric I used for the dress is this watercolor floral double brush knit that I got at Joann's. It has a nice moderate stretch and good recovery. It's white on the inside. It's absolutely beautiful. This is all I have left, not much to do with that, so that's the fabric. So both of these bodycon pattern dresses I highly recommend. The McCalls, I haven't worn it out yet. I have worn this out yet, the sleeveless, and I will insert a picture of Tom and I out to dinner and I'm wearing this dress. I absolutely love it. And I hope you like the bodycon design. I will put the article on the bodycon dress in my description box, so please click on it and read it. Be sure to pick up these two patterns and have body confidence. Make the dresses and wear them with pride. Also, please go to Leanne's channel. She's fascinating. She's a small YouTuber, very small, and I want her to grow. I hope you enjoy her video today because she made the same two dresses. She's into plants and animals and pets and embroidery, and she digitizes her embroidery designs also. She has a device. It's called the Plant Choir. I never heard of it till I met her. It's a device she hooks up to her plants and she can hear them sing. Yes, it's an app on your phone. You can hook up to your plant and you can put in different instruments, and the vibrations of the plants come through as this beautiful melodic sound. It's like a song from heaven. I highly recommend it. So please go to her channel, give her a comment, subscribe, and I hope you do the same for me. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you found it informative and fun, and most of all, I hope you were so inspired.